welcome to episode number 63 of the Nonsense Review. I am your host, as always, Devon, and joining me equally as always is Rick.
Hello, everybody.
And a bit of behind the scenes for y'all. We're having some internet troubles once again, so in order to combat that, we're going to basically take one of our sick day episodes out of the bag. That was me knocking my laptop, I apologise, and use it for today. So we were originally going to do a funny little Star Trek cartoon, but we'll do that another day now. And today, instead, we're going to do Dogs in Space. And because it's one of our sick day episodes, it's going to have its own special, what's it called, Rick?
The Nonsense Asinine Hypotheticals.
Yes. So you'll get that, as well as our usual preamble, which we're going to try and record, because again, in theory, we should be able to make it seem as if there's nothing wrong.
Except you know that there is.
You do. But yes, I'm going to throw it over to Rick first by asking, how's your week been, buddy?
Well, I finally got to see Sonic 2, and I liked it.
Thank you. I'm glad, because you're a bigger Sonic fan than I am, and as someone who is like... Well, my favourite Sonic game is Sonic Heroes, and I know that's a frowned-upon opinion, so I know my opinion on the film may not be taken in as high regard as other people's. So I'm glad to hear that you, the Sonic nut, approve of the film.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's a bit like Batman, when every time it gets rebooted, someone has a different vision.
Yeah.
Whereas with Sonic, just like that, there are different versions of Sonic. And they tend to keep in one canon, but sometimes they do start something new. And with the movies, they've definitely started something new. I like how Knuckles is portrayed as someone who he's basically Drax, as played by Idris Elba.
One very quick thing to note, we are now going to spoil Sonic 2, so if you've not seen it and you want to see it, probably skip forward a few minutes.
Yup. Yeah, everyone knew Knuckles was appearing from the trailers, so his appearance isn't that much of a spoiler. I was pleasantly surprised at how much there was of Tails.
Yeah, he was a big part of the film.
But yeah, it was nice to see two new furries appear in the universe, both having different personalities, both having some kind of take that's friendly to the new lore of, yeah, everyone's an extraterrestrial from some other planet.
Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of that, but it works, you know?
Yeah, it works, and it also has a better reason for the gun military to exist.
Absolutely, and now that you've watched the film, Rick, can you tell what the one thing they did is that I didn't expect, but I kind of went into the film going, if this happens, I'm going to flip my shit.
The Mean Bean Machine.
The Mean Bean Machine? No, it's involved a post-credit scene.
Okay. All hail Shadow.
Yeah.
Heroes rise again.
That's the absolute thing that I said to our mutual friend before we went in. If Shadow the Hedgehog or Rouge the Bat shows up, I will flip my shit. I don't think it'll happen, but I'll flip my shit. And it happened. That's a fucking stinger.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, I enjoy the way that they've implemented things, and weirdly, it makes Shadow more believable.
Mm-hmm.
Because in his lore, he's basically made as a hybrid of alien and bioengineering DNA. And now that they've established that all of the Sonics are aliens, that also makes double sense, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're gonna see something. It's Jim Carrey's last acting role, but not necessarily his last voice acting role.
Yeah, you say it every time we fucking mention Sonic, and I'm getting sick of it.
Yep. So we still might see him again. It would be cool. We saw his game-accurate design as one of the things that Agent Stone was going through. And yeah, the coffee place is the Mean Bean Hut, named after Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the helicopters is the one that Sonic drops out of in the beginning of Sonic Adventure 2, which is cute. But yeah, that's enough about Sonic 2 and the fact that I liked it. The thing that's happened out in the wide world is Square Enix has sold all of its Western-facing developers.
Yeah, it's a very weird... The weirdest part of this story is the actual suffix, where allegedly they've done it so they can invest heavily in NFTs.
Yeah, they put more words into the statement, but what they're really focusing on is NFTs. They're trying to focus on blockchain, AI, and the cloud, but what they really mean is somebody said NFT at a board meeting, and we think we can make money out of this.
And do you know what the funniest thing about this story is? And I'm sure you probably do.
Yeah, the NFT market is in absolute free fall. It's something like 94% lower than it was 6 months ago.
Well, here's the thing, is the biggest crash actually occurred about an hour after the news broke about Square Enix selling all their shit.
And this isn't like a normal market either. There's like, in a normal stock market, or even crypto market, you can kind of invest in something that's going to be there tomorrow. Whereas with NFTs, you are creating the asset.
Yeah. Well, I think the best analogy I've seen is it's basically a modern day fucking laundering scheme, in the sense that you know how there's pieces of art that is just a fucking someone threw a bucket of paint at a canvas, but have done it 2 million times, but each one is worth like 100 grand.
Yeah, because it's that particular one done that time. Yeah.
But it's not really worth 100 grand. Some fucking prick in a suit has said, "Oh yes, this is a unique piece from Mr. Blangabang, and he's only created 17 of this piece, and you can own it for 100 grand because we've decided it's worth that money arbitrarily."
Yeah, the well-known artist Mr. Blangabang.
Oh, I didn't want to say someone like Van Gogh, who actually painted works of art because, you know, tortured soul turned to beauty and whatnot.
Yeah, and apparently he only ever sold one painting in his life.
It's tragic. I don't like... I wish I didn't bring him up because it's a real tragic story.
Yeah. But yeah, the NFT thing is really bizarre because all of the actual directors that I know of, basically Yoshi P, and I think the guy from, the Moonface guy from Nier, they both say, we don't want NFTs anywhere near our product.
Square Enix is dumb.
Yeah. But they've been bought up by a Swedish conglomerate called the Embracer Group. They were the ones that first bought out THQ when it went under, made THQ Nordic, and since then they bought a bunch of other stuff. Like, they own Gearbox now, and they own Dark Horse Comics, which they're the number 3 in the comics market.
If it's not Marvel or DC, or if it's even a fucking indie person, chances are they publish via Dark Horse.
Yeah. That's about it from me, myself, and my week, and the things that I have noticed out in the world. How about you? How's your week been, and what have you seen out in the universe?
Funny choice of words. You know what I've seen in the universe, because I've seen many. Yes, last night, which was Thursday, the 5th of May, the first day of Doctor Strange's Multiverse of Madness, I went to see said film, and it was glorious.
Yep.
Rick has not seen it, and I'm very well aware that many people listening probably haven't seen it yet, so I'm not going to spoil anything.
Yes. By the time the episode goes live, I hopefully will have seen it, but, you know, at time of recording, no, I've not.
Absolutely fair, but there is one thing I want to say. It involves trailers, so therefore it's okay and fair game in my book.
Okay.
You know when I saw Morbius?
Yes.
And I said, oh, all that shit that was in the trailer, they shouldn't have put that in the trailer because that shit didn't happen in the film.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could probably say that for 95% of the trailers I saw for Doctor Strange, except they did it for a good fucking reason in this instance.
Okay.
Whereas Morbius showed things that didn't happen in the film because basically wanted to trick you into seeing the film for what they were showing. This is like the opposite in that, most of this doesn't actually happen the way they show it because they don't want to spoil shit.
Sure.
I fucking approve, and I hope people have the same reactions I did to that film.
Okay.
Apart from that, on a personal level, I have pre-ordered 2 figurines from Good Smile.
Oh, yay!
They're pop-up figures, which they advertise as good quality miniatures, but you won't break the bank.
Yeah.
Case in point, both figures cost me less than 50 quid each, which, for people who aren't aware, that's quite cheap for quality figures.
It is as well.
So I pre-ordered the Lucifer pop-up parade figure from Helltaker.
Okay.
Because that franchise has a disappointing amount of merchandise.
Yeah, like, I think they've got Nendoroids.
They have one Nendoroid.
But yeah, it's a very simple design that is very easy to make into that form factor.
I also pre-ordered a figure of Marine Senpai.
Yeah.
Because they just happened to have an ad for it on the page where Lucifer was, and I was like, oh, cool. Well, I've got money. Fuck it.
Sweet. Yeah, I remember when they announced that all of that generation were getting, like, full-on Figma figures, which are these super posable ones.
Yeah, I prefer statues that are fixed.
Yeah, fair enough. I feel you. The first one they released of that was Pecora, and that's the one that anyone can get. I think Marine was, like, the second one to be out in the world, and then everyone's going nuts for Noelle because she's massive.
That's me done on a personal level. Let's talk about the wide world. I've got 2 depressing stories, Rick. Are you excited?
Oh, I'm always excited for depressing stories.
The first one Boris Becker. He's been jailed for hiding assets, and basically hiding assets in an attempt to evade tax. And,
okay.
Boris Becker is a well-off gentleman because of his sports career and, license deals and whatnot from back in the day. However, he is not mega rich. And while, yes, he should be punished by his crimes, all I've got noted is, hey, that's great, he should be punished. He's going to be in jail for 2 years. But, hey, stop being fucking cowards and do this to all the mega rich fucks who are hiding billions of dollars of fucking assets.
Yeah, they're making him a conspicuous scapegoat for, we're enforcing this law, while just ignoring every other fucker that's doing it. Because, if you're earning more than $1 million, you're doing something fucky.
It's one of those where, don't get me wrong, I don't have any sympathy for Boris Becker at all. He should have known better. However, attack the people that matter. How many problems would be fixed just by taxing billionaires appropriately. This is a soapbox I will never get off of.
The worst part is they believe that they've been taxed properly.
Well, yeah, because you see, they're actually registered as citizens of the Cayman Islands, which means they don't actually have to pay tax to any country.
Yeah, and so many companies have their headquarters in one tiny little building.
Well, it's like, Disney River Cruises or some fucking shit.
Yeah.
They sail from America, from the States, but their company is registered as in Puerto Rico, so they don't actually pay any tax in America.
Yeah, sounds about right.
It's fucked. Oh, but by the way, they all got fucking bailed out during the COVID thing.
Oh, boy.
Doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. The system is designed to fuck over the poor and help the rich, and it bugs me that not a lot of people can see that.
Yeah, money defies gravity and trickles uphill.
Something, eat the rich.
Yeah.
Alright, last story, and this one is actually a fucking blow, and I don't care who you are. If you don't think this is fucked up, then go away. I don't want you as a listener. America's legal system is once again being a cunt about abortions.
Yeah, I've seen this. I didn't want to bring it up because it was a little bit too depressing, but yeah, they look like it's going to happen, that they're overturning Roe v. Wade.
And the thing is, and I've done a bit of reading on this, there are 31 states, that's more than half, that have immediate things written into their legislation that the second that Roe versus Wade is overturned, they immediately ban abortion.
Yeah.
Immediately, without even having to think or look at the facts or anything.
Yeah, it makes me very sad, and my heart goes out to any woman who is suffering and whose life will be made immeasurably better just by being able to cut something out of their lives.
It cannot be understated. It is a fucking ordeal giving birth to a human.
Yeah, and that's even if it goes well normally.
Yeah.
Like, there are people who are basically going to die from undergoing childbirth, partially because of the way the American system is set up and they can't literally afford the healthcare for it, and sometimes because of other complications like say there is internal bleeding that will not stop and they just bleed to death.
But even disregarding, that in particular, your body still gets fucked.
Yes.
It is not an easy task. You don't just do it and then, you're back on your feet in 2 days.
And it's quite often that, let's say, if your partner has the wrong blood, then your baby is a foreign organism and your immune system attacks it wantonly, and that weakens your immune system and leaves you open to other illnesses, for instance. There are millions of ways that these things can go wrong.
And if you want to attack it from another angle, and I'm going to assume you agree with me on this, Rick, but feel free to voice your opinions. I don't think you should have a say on this matter if you have a penis.
I totally agree with that, actually.
It's very easy to say, oh yes, you should have to endure this thing, when with 100% certainty you will never have to go through it.
I think the only thing that men can contribute to this argument is that they should be deferring to women that actually are affected by the argument.
Which I think also highlights how little women are high up in the political system, but hey ho, that's a discussion for another day.
Yeah, it's the shame of our time.
Anyway, with that said, I'm going to throw it over to past me and Rick, where we're going to basically do a hypothetical, which I can't even remember what it was for that episode, so that'll be fun. And then we're watching Dogs in Space.
Yeah, we are. It was something that was on Netflix, so if you're interested, go find it out.
We're going to bring a segment that we like to use in the Nonsense Retrospective, and what's the name of that segment, Rick?
It's the Nonsense Asinine Hypotheticals. And do you have one for me today?
I do. It's very crass because that's the type of mood I'm in, so let's get down to business. This is a question I like to pop out when I'm hanging out with some fellow gentlefolk, and we're about 3 beers in. There's no delicate way of wording it. Fuck it. Fuck, marry, kill. Werewolf, vampire, zombie. Go.
You probably got to kill the zombie. Sorry, Ollie. You'd probably bang the werewolf and marry the vampire. It's a really milquetoast one of these because the vampire can make you immortal. If you don't have any interest in being immortal at all, then switch the vampire and the werewolf. But even then, the vampire is more likely to pine for you for the rest of your life if you don't marry them.
I mean, I'm not asking for a general purpose answer. I'm asking for your answer. What would you do? You're offering these alternatives, and it's like, nah, I don't give a fuck about that. What would you specifically do?
Yeah, I'm going for the general purpose answer that I gave at the beginning, that I would kill the zombie, apologies, bang the werewolf, and marry the vampire.
Yeah, fair do. So, do you have a question for me then, I guess?
Yeah, the one that I've got for you is a little bit topical to what we're doing today, and it is, I'm aware that you're a dog person, at least in spirit. So as a dog person, what would be your perfect crossbreed?
I don't, mongrel.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that you've said this in the past, but yeah, adoption over boutique any day.
I don't like purebred dogs because they're fucked.
Yeah, every single one of them has got something wrong with them.
The only pure breed dogs that get a bit of a pass is working dogs, because they're not bred for show. They're bred for, characteristics, in that this is their job. This is what we want them to exceed at. Like if you go for a Jack Russell or a less so Labradors, but they kind of get a pass. They tend to be not quite so inbred and fucked up.
And yet they still don't have the I'm full receptor in their stomachs and are always hungry.
I mean, weirdly enough, we had a really fat Cavalier King Charles, and we used to put dry food out, or it was just out, and the bowl would be full, and she would eat a little bit and then go, I'm now going to go sleep. Whereas the fucking Jack Russell, as soon as we got our Jack Russell Valentine, who's still with us, that's when we stopped just leaving dry food down, because she would just stand there and fucking eat the whole bowl.
Yep.
Greedy little fuck. But yeah, that was our nonsense asinine hypotheticals, and so today we're going to do something that is hopefully timeless, so it's still relevant when it eventually comes out, and I'm going to toss it to Rick to explain what we're doing.
Yeah, we're doing Dogs in Space. It's available on Netflix, and it should be a good bit of fun. We alluded to it something being dog-themed this week anyway, so if you'd like to join us, it's 3, 2, 1, and go.
Yes, as ever, whenever we do these ill-time episodes, it's pretty much a last-minute dash to find some bullshit that we can watch.
So apparently the dogs have been sent into space because the Earth is fucked.
Yeah, that makes sense. Captain Garbage. Alright, listen, this might sound weird, but this opening is reminding me just a little bit of She-Ra.
Maybe, yeah.
Just how colourful it is, and the light-hearted, the beats of the music.
Like pink water and a rainbow sky, yeah. Based on a true story.
Based on a future true story.
Yeah. Oh, look at his little neck fat rolls.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. Boy, that's a gross creature.
It is.
Never give an animal thumbs.
No. If you give cats thumbs, then that's all that's separating them from genocide.
Why would you send scouts out to say, hey, we want to invade you?
Oh boy.
That's beyond international incident.
Yep.
God, this show's loud. Alright, listen, I know it's a dumb show with dumb concepts, but I really do like badass gladiator characters.
Yeah. Space Paladin, what is she, an Afghan Hound or something?
I couldn't fucking tell you. Afghan Hounds, no, they're the greyhounds with the long, luscious, flowing hair.
Oh, yeah.
So that's not that.
Yeah, she might be some kind of, like, brown version of a collie or something.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. And the main character's definitely a fucking corgi.
Yeah, because he's short as shit.
And that's a chihuahua.
Yep.
I'll give them
circle head chihuahua.
I'll give them credit for not making that character stereotypically Mexican.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just seems like the law that if you have a cartoon chihuahua that can talk, it has to be Mexican as fuck.
Yep. I think Ren and Stimpy bucked the trend slightly, because I think Ren was, like, generically Slavic.
Yeah, but I also don't think... Ren is so hideously deformed that I don't think they're a chihuahua. That's a bulldog.
Yep.
That's too real.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he thinks he's Indiana fucking Jones. Oh my god, I know that voice actor. That's Cyril from Archer. Oh, fuck. He's a very well-known fucking actor, and I can't remember his name. I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah, I feel you.
He also plays his, Jerry in Rick and Morty.
Yeah!
But again, I've forgotten his fucking... Oh, that's gonna kill me. Hey, good job. You get to be the fucking doorstop.
Yep.
They named the ship the Pluto.
That's actually a pretty good gag.
That is a shame. You fucking worked that hard to get the good loot.
And you weren't even allowed to keep the bits that were broken.
Oh, it's one of those weird things where like, I don't think they're getting paid for this fucking these missions. So
No.
why would you not get some loot while you can?
Yeah. Then again, they are also dogs, and like...
Oh, is that why the episode's called Fetch? He just wants it as a fancy stick to play fetch with.
Maybe.
Chris Parnell.
Okay, yep.
That's the dude's name. Fuck, that was driving me crazy. I had to Google it. Wow, this guy's actually a dick.
Little shit.
Hot sauce. Oh, then again, it's a very common trope in humanity, fuck yeah, is that stuff that is just pleasant and normal to humans, well, not necessarily pleasant, but like, stuff like chlorinated water and shit like that would be lethal to any other alien species, and yet we swim in it.
Yep. Did you notice that the Chihuahua was breathing twice as rapidly as everyone else?
I did not notice.
Because they've got a tiny body, yeah.
Man, if you ever want nightmare fuel, just look at Bulldog or Chihuahua skulls in X-Ways. Or Pugs. Pugs are the worst.
Okay.
Fucking nightmare fuel. Just if you want to realise how much humanity has fucked up these species of dogs.
Yeah, like looking at the difference between like a 1900s pug and the late 1900s, early 2000s
No,
pug.
you don't need to look at the fucking early stuff, because they didn't have x-rays back then. I'm just talking about just look at the x-ray of a pug skull, and it looks like a fucking alien.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Very useful, thank you. Innit?
Yeah. Aw.
Naming your dog garbage. Oh, God. I want to point out, I don't think I've ever gotten a dog after another dog's died. It's always been like a crossover period.
Sure.
That's a pretty looking planet.
It is. It looks perfect, then you actually go there and it's... They actually just found Earth again.
No, it can't be Earth. Wouldn't make a lot of sense. I was going to say before the Chihuahua mentioned that they scanned it, it's like, could you imagine they went down there and instantly it's like, oh, we can't use this. There's no oxygen. It's all fucking argon.
Yeah.
I could not imagine, even if it was to benefit mankind, actively experimenting on my dog to that extent.
Well, no. Like, the thing that they would experiment on most likely is monkeys.
Well, it's all unethical, but I mean, specifically, if I had an emotional attachment to a dog, I would not be chopping it up and trying to turn it into a human.
Yeah. I wouldn't want it to be my dog, just a brand new one. Oh, wow.
No, I wouldn't want it to be any fucking dog. What is wrong with you?
I'm just looking at the space whales at this point. Bigger fish.
Yeah, okay, good joke. Star Wars was a thing. It would have been really funny if it had shat then.
Yeah. The embark.
Is that what it says? Oh.
Yeah. 00 embark.
Poo. Oh, so this isn't the only dog crew.
Yeah, they've got the Pluto.
Which is ship number 9. And ship number 3 we just saw there was Mercury. Okay, so it's no longer actually a pun.
Yep. And look at these perfect bastards. Yeah.
Have you found any Untitled Planets, bitch? I was just saying that. Aw. Oh, French Bulldog.
Yep. Oh, so he lives on the mothership.
Makes sense.
I love how the Chihuahua just gets immediately placated by being petted.
Yeah. Here's a good idea. Don't fucking shit talk to security guards when they're patting you down.
No.
That sounds like DiMaggio.
It does.
Look at this motherfucker with medieval shit.
That one on the left looks like a fucking xenomorph.
That's a Shiba.
A Shiba Inu, yeah.
St. Bernard.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, I'm really digging that.
Yep. Double subversion.
That's a Shar-Pei, but I'm not used to seeing them in such a colour. I am going to have to talk about guys, so I'm just naming species of dogs when I see them.
Yep. It fills the air better than I can.
There's a bulldog in a food coma. He accidentally ate chocolate.
Yep.
Oh my god, it's kind of Zach Brannigan-y, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the fuck that other dog's meant to be.
Yeah.
That lie down bit is just fucking patronising as fuck.
Salt in the wound, yeah. Oh, look at the tiny pug.
This is some propaganda shit.
Yep.
Imagine sending sloths, you'd be fucked. Oh, this is kind of fucked up.
Yeah. I never like it when a dog is meant to be, like, verbally sentient. And they
I think
still
the
refer
best-
to the humans as owners.
Literally the best take of it was the Rick and Morty fucking bit.
Oh, where are my testicles, Summer?
Yeah, where the first thing they're like is like, no, this is fucked up, we need to fucking overtake this.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously, I don't agree. As a human, I'm like, no, I don't want that to happen. But that is what would fucking happen.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You are actually a very shit captain if you do that constantly.
Yeah. Yes, Space Paladin would be a way better captain.
I mean, I'm going to assume that this dude has the role because he, yeah, because I assume that scientist lady is quite high up on the chain and therefore it just passed on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's a bit fucking harsh.
Turning him back into a puppy.
Is this just like fucking any fucking incompetent boob of a leader? Where it's just like the only reason he's gotten so far is because... the only reason he thinks he's so good is because everyone around him is like, yeah, you're great, sir, even when he's shite.
He's got patsies all around him, yeah. The kid's crayoning.
Fuck this dude.
Yep.
But he's got confidence, give him that.
Oh, okay.
If he literally assembled that from fucking scratch, that's still pretty impressive.
Yeah, it is. Just realised that the Chihuahua's name is Shoney's, which is the same name as the restaurant that Rick takes the alien council members to in Rick and Morty.
Oh, I don't even remember that.
Which I thought was fake, but apparently it's true.
Fair enough. Man, I gotta be honest with you, like, I don't pay attention to Rick and Morty. Because, unfortunately, again, the fans ruined it.
Yeah, yeah.
Wouldn't it be great if if Ed was better at fucking shit talking than garbages?
Yeah, he is better at shit talking already.
This motherfucker's got confidence for days, you gotta give him that.
Yeah, he does.
Even if he is a fucking shit. Bastard! Absolute bastard! Rick, you can tell I'm not having fun with an episode when I fucking... I scroll over to see how much longer we gotta watch for. We got 5.5 minutes left.
And most of it's going to be credit.
Oh, fuck. That is literally a Rick and Morty planet.
Yeah, yeah, it is. I think it's from the opening as well. Or the pilot.
Yeah, the
Shove
one...
him right up his butthole.
I was thinking it. Oh? Get out! Okay. I've got a suspicion that Earth might be gone already.
Yeah. And, okay, yeah, it looks like someone's actually been to this planet already.
So about a year then.
Yeah. Year and a couple of months.
This is some fucked up shit, though. I mean, it was... I don't know. It felt like something was a bit rotten from the get-go, but it does feel so human-like to abandon all of these creatures.
Yeah. Man, that's been here for a long time.
You haven't got sexy femboy thighs.
Nope.
I'm going to assume Kira's still alive and she set said trap.
Most likely.
It's weird that she's purple.
And also that she's still, narrowing her eyes at them.
Oh, look there, John DiMaggio.
Yeah.
I could only look so quick. We've got 3.5 minutes of credits. Fuck, Rick, I'm bored. It's a cool concept, and I don't know, man, it just wasn't gripping my interest.
Yeah, it might be one of those when, if I want something low intensity to just be in bed with on a pajama day, then it might be something I keep going, but, not with the same kind of love and attention that I gave to either Q-Force or even Inside Job.
I think one of the downsides is it's very clearly more geared towards kids.
Yeah, it's Rick and Morty.
I don't think you can compare it to Rick and Morty, even, to be fair.
Yeah,
the art style's there, and I get it. They're visiting different planets, which could kind of correlate to different dimensions, which is Rick and Morty as fuck. But I don't know. I don't think there's a direct parallel there.
Yeah, fair enough. I feel you.
Oh fuck, Rick! We've got to fucking come up with 2 minutes more bullshit, Rick. We can't just stop.
Oh no, yeah, we do. Man, how many fucking languages are they doing now?
Well, because it's Netflix, because Netflix funded this, they're gonna dub it in various languages because everyone needs to watch it.
As many as they can.
Yeah. I can't even read that one.
Yeah, I think that one was.
Well, that's like Hindi or Sanskrit or something.
The first one that you couldn't read, I'm pretty sure, was...
Oh, it can't be Hindi. Hindi fucking has English letters. Never mind. Direct Dub Studios. That's a on-the-nose name. Sorry.
Yeah, I've forgotten the name. Hebrew. The first one that you couldn't name, I think, was in Hebrew.
I didn't know people still only spoke/read exclusively in Hebrew.
I'm pretty sure most of them don't. I'm pretty sure everyone that lives, even in Israel, speaks another language as well.
I'd rather not talk about Israel because that can get us in some shit.
But yeah. I'm dropping it at the but yeah.
I mean, I've got to be honest with you, it was one of my favourite recent Rick and Morty jokes where Rick got blackout drunk and did all these tasks and shit, and then one of the tasks he was fucking bitching about Israel. And it's just like, this is something you do when you get drunk, Rick. It's like, I swear I haven't got a problem. And everyone's like, whatever, man, you do you, we're not touching it. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, for fuck's sake, there is voces adicionales.
Man.
I never thought I'd be so bummed out at the end. Not bummed out, but so unenthusiastic at the end of a fucking...
cartoon.
Yeah. I like cartoons.
We both like cartoons.
Look at the name of this dubbing studio, Eurotroll.
Yep. If you look back through our catalogue, you'll find a lot of cartoons, most of which we enjoyed.
Yeah. I binged the fuck out of She-Ra.
Yeah. Even this cartoon wasn't that offensive. It's just that we're struggling to fill this entire, 5 fucking minutes of credits.
It's over. Oh. It's over.
Yeah.
Rick, what did you think of the episode?
It was fine. It introduced things, but like most of these kind of series, none of it really stuck. If I'm going to be able to watch it more, then I'm sure I'll learn more via osmosis. But yeah. How about you?
Yeah, it wasn't very good. I think one of the flaws is having them get grounded so early on and then have to resort to sneaky shit, you know?
Yeah, that is the kind of thing that shakes up the middle of a season better than the beginning.
But that's just me. Who knows? It might be a great series, but I don't see myself continuing.
Sure, I feel you.
So yeah, let's not... Fuck, this is a short episode today. I'm sorry, guys. But, let's not beat around the bush any further. We're going to get into our final wrap-up. So to that end, Rick, do you at least have a favourite moment for me?
It was the introduction of the other crew members and all being better crew members than the main guy. Like, specifically the Space Paladin and the Crazy Gunner and the Chihuahua in the hamster ball. Like, those were all pretty good ones. I'm gonna... If I have to pick one, I'm picking the Space Paladin, because it was the first extra one that we saw actually being super competent.
Yeah, and I fucking have a thing for gladiator characters. They really get my dick hard.
Yeah.
In the theoretical sense.
How about you? What's your favourite moment?
Chris Parnell going on a looting spree kind of tickled me, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can't just dwell on the positives, we have to dwell on the negatives. Rick, do you have a weakest link for me, buddy?
I think my weakest link is actually the Chris Parnell character being part of the main team and just actively dicking over his own teammates at all turns.
Oh, you should not watch Archer.
No. Yeah, I think they pretty much cast the character as somebody who did pretty much the same thing already.
Oh, well, he didn't. He wasn't like that. It's just the Archer characters, they're all dicks.
None of them are good people. But yeah, how about you? What was the weakest link?
I really don't like the ethical fuckery that is making another creature sentient only to send them to space to die.
Yeah.
Which seems to be what is probably going to be revealed as the underlying plot, in that the humans have already long forgotten or care that they sent these dogs off to die for them.
Yeah, it's one of those, like, I'm pretty sure part of embarking on this mission is probably going to be like 60 years of cryosleep as you get to a far-flung corner of the universe.
Who knows? It's hard to say. We don't have that information. But
yeah,
on that dour note, shall we do our MVPs?
I'd struggle to give one.
Silence is a valid answer.
Yeah, fair enough. My MVP is likely going to be John DiMaggio, and he's not playing Jake, but he is playing John DiMaggio, and part of it is because I'm being stared at by his character, who's being confronted with chicken and pancakes. But it does bring it back to me that, yeah, a fun voice actor can be in a shit show and make the moments that they're in sound good. I mean, it wasn't even a shit show, it was just uninspired.
Don't think I was in the mood for watching it. I'm sure if I was more pumped or more anticipating what was to come, I probably would have had a more fun time. It's just, they're not being heavy-handed with it, but they kind of are, where we know humans are fucked up as a species.
Yeah.
And they're dropping the hints already, man.
And because it's a PG, you've kind of got to let the writers pretend that humans aren't evil.
I guess so.
So who was your MVP?
I'll give it to Ed, mostly because it's always a joy to hear Chris Parnell's voice, but also he was such a fun little shit.
Yeah, we both mentioned the same character for different reasons.
But yeah, I'm afraid there's not that much more to speak about, so we're going to end the episode here, guys. If you enjoyed, leave us a comment down below if you're on YouTube. If you're not watching on YouTube, but listening via one of our many audio platforms, feel free to send us an email. Where do they send said email to, Rick?
nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com. Once again, that's nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com.
Yes. So thanks for listening, guys, and hopefully the next time you hear/watch us, we'll be back to our normal format. But until then, we'll see you all again next time.
Join us again for another nonsense review. Bye!